Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is the Reverend Angela Faye McCarty. Sister Poochie coming back to you again to continue the reason for the season. This will be part 3. I know everyone is preparing for the holiday season, and there's always a lot of holiday parties at work and things like that. So I encourage you, when you do get time and you do get to take a breath, to go back to the archive videos and just kind of review parts 1 and 2, or anything else that you missed. Now, today is Thursday, right? Okay, yeah, today is Thursday. And I won't be broadcasting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but I will be putting up something special again over the weekend, so we can continue to stay in that spirit of Christmas. So, Sister Poochie, I throw something up, maybe a poem or something that I come up with. We'll see how the Spirit moves me. When I left you, we were talking about Mary, and we were talking about Elizabeth. Elizabeth was already 6 months pregnant when Mary found out that she was going to become pregnant, and she was going to become pregnant by God, and not her. She was pledged to marry Joseph. Now, they did marry, and we gotta go. When we're reading the scriptures or thinking about the scriptures, we gotta remember what time period this was in. Today, something like this would not have necessarily happened. But I don't know if everybody read the Scarlet Letter A in school, but it was a story about a woman who was found to be an adulterer and had to put on the letter A on her clothing and walk around so everybody know that they would be scorned and would scorn her. And if I'm not mistaken, they finally killed her. But the reason I bring that up is because I think it's so extraordinary of Mary, who was a follower and an obeyer of God before he came to her, for her to take on that burden. Because what happens is, no matter what the world says about what you're doing, it's the fact that you continue to do it because God told you to do it. So that's the kind of conviction and that's the kind of dedication that God looks for from his children to do, since he created us, and it's his will on earth. But he knows we kind of struggle with these things, and we were going to talk today about Joseph. Now, Joseph, shout out, is the original stepfather. He definitely was an honorable man. He was a man of God, and he was a man that really, even before God, and I'm going to read it from the Bible, but even after, before God came to Joseph, Joseph and Mary married, and then she became with child. Now, Joseph knew that they hadn't had a union, and so they married. So, so Joseph was there, at that point of, okay, you pregnant, but I know I'm not the father of it. And the one thing about Joseph is that he wanted to divorce Mary quietly so she would not be disgraced. And I thought that was such an honorable thing. But any situation that you're in when you're dealing with people, because that's one of the 10 Commandments, is not to speak illy of your neighbor or give false testimony about your neighbor. And you don't really want to put people out front for them to get ridiculed of any kind of way. And that's what Joseph demonstrates in the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay? The announcement that this was happening. I am coming from Matthew, 1st chapter, 18th verse, and this is how it goes. This is how the birth of Jesus Christ came about. His mother Mary was pledged to be married to Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be with child through the Holy Spirit. Because Joseph, her husband, was a righteous man and did not want to expose her to public disgrace, he had a mind to divorce her quietly. But after he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. All this took place to fulfill what the Lord has said through the prophet. The virgin will be with child and would give birth to the son, and they would call him Emmanuel, which means God with us. When Joseph woke up, he did what the angel of the Lord had commanded him, and he took Mary home as his wife. But he had no union with her until he gave birth to the son, and he gave him the name Jesus. So he even withheld from having union with his wife because of his obedience and his dedication to the Lord. He already considered that he wanted to get out of the situation. But when God came to him and said, no, I have a role for you in this, and that is to take Mary as your wife, because the mother, of course, of Jesus was not going to be disgraced. She was carrying the Son of God, okay, and it was important for her to be protected, because she was carrying such a precious, precious gift. And we're going to come back next Tuesday and continue the story. When Jesus was actually born, we're going to talk about the story of how Jesus was born in the manger, and how God actually led people to Jesus to let them know that he was actually born, as we march to Christmas Day, which is the actual celebration. But it helps to know what led up to it. Okay, it helps it to get it more in your spirit, and so you can get more excited. When we come back next week, we're going to talk about the actual journey, and then we're going to talk about what happened after Jesus was born, because Herod the king put out a contract on Jesus' head. So, I said, Jesus, since he hit the earth, was running for his life because people were trying to kill him. So, anyway, be joyful. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Please tune in tomorrow, and I'll have something a little bit special, a little bit different. We won't have Bible study. And if you don't have a chance to catch all of this, please tune in to the reruns. Okay, my body is weak, but my spirit will always be strong. I will always keep trying to bring the word to you, because that's what he has commanded me to do. So I'm just going to be faithful. So everyone, have a blessed day. And if you get a chance to listen to that voice and you have to step out of the crowd and do something for God, go ahead and be that brave soldier and step out and say, yes, whatever your will is, Father. And that's all he wants from us. Peace, blessings. I'm going to go and take care of me. Okay? Peace out. Sister Poochie loves you all. Bye.